The roller coaster ride. Look at that. We all know making a living and leading a life during a difficult period has plenty of challenges. Yet, no graph goes up or down forever. There is always a movement. The path to sustained growth is like a roller coaster ride, right? There are ups, there are downs, there are twists and turns, right? Sometimes you feel you're completely out and you know, you're shouting out of fear, insecurity, but there are moments of happiness and joy or a lot of relief, and that's the roller coaster ride of life. Your personal assumptions about change and your personal assumptions about tough times will, mind you, my dear friends, will dictate how you will experience the roller coaster ride. Right now, COVID, yes, many of you mentioned, will take you through a roller coaster ride. But if you realize that you are going to make the right assumptions about what is happening, then the way you are going to deal with it are going to be a lot more different compared to the majority out there. So now I want you to answer one more question in your own mind. Stretch yourself and imagine, are you trapped by the vicious circle? There is a vicious circle. The vicious circle is there is stress. I don't know. There is anxiety. There is worry. There is concern. So this stress invariably leads to lack of focus, because then it is a question of I want anything and everything. Right? You see a lot of people who quit jobs and say, okay, let me start a job, let me start a business. Right? And one of you were asking about it. Okay, in case I want to start on my own, what do I do? Right? And now what happens? There is already stress, and then when you start a new business, what happens is there is a stress because you are new to the market, your customers don't know you, or people don't know you, the awareness is yet to spread, and competition is intense. There are already established players. It is not going to be a walk-in, it is not going to be a walk-through, it's not going to be easy. So that means initial days are going to be tough days. So when people see nothing is coming, what happens? They say, okay, let me do something to get some money. So then what happens? Their long-term focus goes, and then immediately they are doing something else which was never their intention, just to earn that money. And if that succeeds, fine. If it fails, they'll look for something else. So what happens? A lot of people who quit jobs and get into businesses actually lack of focus. For them, somehow I need to earn. No. Somehow I need to do what I think I am the best. Maybe I need to explore, right? Lack of focus is a killer. And that lack of focus, what happens? The quality of work suffers, poor quality of work, because I'm trying too many things. I'm spreading myself too thin. And I'm likely to make errors. I'm likely to make blunders. Probably I'm also likely to get into areas which is not even my strength areas. And that could be another major challenge for people. And which also means I end up burning the midnight oil. I work more. So, which again leads to more stress, more worry, more anxiety. So ask yourself, are you getting trapped by this vicious circle? Right? And if you are, and then it's important to understand that most people end up in a job looking for money. Life for most people seems to be a vicious circle. They get married, they produce children, right? And then they're worried about children's education, their entire focus goes on that. Then they're busy acquiring a property for oneself or the family. Then they're busy paying their EMIs, then the children's higher education, then their wedding, then the grandchildren, etc., etc., etc. Now you're already into your 60s and 70s, and then vicious circle caught you. Did you enjoy your life? Were you happy in doing whatever you're doing? Yes, you could have had momentary happiness, I'm sure. When you sit down, probably with your family in a good friend, meet over a lunch or dinner, you're very happy, yes, but that is temporary. Have you got the permanent happiness in whatever you do? self-satisfaction, life satisfaction? No, we are not against money or marriage or children. But do you enjoy what you do? So that is why what you're seeing on the screen, the 3 dimensions, you notice each one of them is a continuous cycle. In my mind, there is a emotional turmoil. Right? I'm angry, I'm upset, I don't know, I like it, I don't like it, etc., etc. I'm forced to do what I don't want to do. So because of that, there is, that leads to physical distress. Right? They say in psychology, what they say, psychosomatic. Psycho is mind, soma is body. So emotion is nothing but mind, right? Emotionally, I am in distress, and automatically that tells on my body. So people tend to become obese, they put on weight, or they become high blood pressure, or the sugar level goes up, they become diabetic, or all kinds of health situations challenge physical distress and mental confusion. And again, it continues. I'm still confused, I really don't know what to do. And that causes more emotional turmoil, more distress. The cycle continues. So that's why the big question that is there right on top of the screen, do you enjoy what you do? Answer this question. This is a self-reflection question. It is for you to answer within your own mind. Do you enjoy what you do? Whatever you do. If you're not happy whatever you're doing, I think you need to do the course correction. And the faster you do it, the risk you take faster to do the course correction will actually land you in the heavens, will actually land you in the better days ahead. And don't waste time. Change for the better. So that's why, wouldn't life be beautiful if you could get to live our lives with our loved ones along with enjoying what we do at work? We can enjoy what we do only if it is a career of our choice. Right? You're not doing a career because your parents wanted you to do it. You're not doing it because somebody else wanted to do it. You're not doing it because it paid you higher money. You're not doing it because of a geographic location. You're doing it because you love what you do. And that becomes the critical thing. A career is something that supports an individual's skills, an individual's interest, an individual's passion. So ask yourself this question. Is my knowledge and skill, my interest, my passion being fully utilized? Am I doing what am I doing? You look at the world, you look around your own friends, your relatives, look at your colleagues. Many of them, they've studied something, they're doing something else. So that means then why did you lose so many years studying something if they had no intention to use that knowledge? And that's where, they'll tell you, I actually like to do this, but what to do, right? That what to do is that helplessness. What I'm doing because I don't have a choice. If someone has all these 3, won't he be the best employee? And wouldn't money follow him naturally? Because I am in a role where my skill sets are in demand. I am in a role where my interest is there 100%. I am completely passionate about it. Definitely, I will put in my heart and soul. For me, it really doesn't matter whether it's a Saturday or a Sunday, or I'm late, late night working on through the week or through the weekend. Why? Because I enjoy what you do. So now ask yourself, do you enjoy what you do? Or are you doing it as a job? If you're doing it as a job, then yes, you're likely to be under stress. But if if it's all play and you really enjoy, it's like play, right? So then for you really don't, others may say you're working very hard. You'll say, no, it's okay. I don't know why. I'm perfectly okay. I'm okay with that. Because mentally, there is a satisfaction that is innate, that is within, and which is very, very, I'm sure, that's bliss, that's peace with oneself.